Is your father still alive?
Yes. Yes, my father is still alive.
Good relationship with your father?
Yeah, I love that man. That's my pops.
Favorite Father's Day memory, if you have one?
Favorite Father's Day memory?
Yes.
I don't think I have one that sticks out more than others.
Okay.
I've not been living in the same place with my father for a while, so. Yeah.
At what point did you know your father was a real one?
That my father was a real one?
Yeah. What point in your life?
I don't know. I feel like I've kind of always felt like he was, because I've had some things, you know, in my personal family life that are, you know, pretty traumatic or not so peachy, not so squeaky clean, you know, but it was always known, you know, what different mistakes my father may have made, or, you know, he was just open about where he came from and what he's been through. So, and he also was the type that I guess maybe I get me being very private from my father, because if there's certain things as an adult, it was none of your business as his child, then that was fine too. So I don't think there was ever a point in which I didn't think my dad was a real one. I feel like I always felt like he was.
What's one thing your dad did for you that you will never forget?
Just one thing?
Yeah.
I'm just going to share the first thing that popped into my head, but I'm not scared of shots, like needles, you know, being stuck and stuff like that. I could do that all day long. But being like blood taken from you, a needle put in, and then something coming out of your body, for whatever reason, it makes me so nervous. Ever since childhood, even till today, like, that's challenging for me. So I remember as a young girl, my dad just always taking care of me and being there for me. Like when I had to give blood, him sitting there, right there with me, talking to me, hey, think of something you really like flowers, think of a beautiful flower or something like that. And even when I was younger, and I know I'm not even that tall, I'm 5'2", but I still grew. You know, I had to grow from a child. But so when I was younger and I had growing pains, you know, most people that have growing pains, like in their joints and things, and it would wake me up in the middle of the night, like aching and sore, my dad would just be there. He would be there to take me in the kitchen and put, you know, Absorbent Junior on it and making sure that I'm good. Or, you know, once he got me back in bed, tucking me in, and the bed was cold, just going like this, you know, onto the sheets, just to make sure that it was warm, like where my feet were. So it's just memories from my dad always being there for me, you know, in childhood. Those moments I'll never forget.
Did he ever do acting himself?
No, but my dad is a character, like the goofy side, you know. I don't even want to consider myself a comedian. Some people will label me as a comedian, but I'm not doing stand-up. That's probably not ever going to happen. I don't foresee that. But the goofy, like, that's just me in general. Like, some people, if you see the funny people that do comedy skits, sketches, you know, on social media, like, when you actually talk to them and you have a conversation with them, they're real shy, timid, quiet, you know. I am goofy. That is me. I'm silly, you know. I'm witty. I'm quick to say something back. I don't even know what you would call it. Is that witty? But my dad is like that. He's, you know, coming with a comeback. He's witty. He's goofy. He's silly. Even still at his age now, as a grandpa, he's still that way.
Was he supportive of your acting career choice?
Oh, yeah. My dad is supportive of anything I want to do with myself, really.
Right away, or did he have to warm up to it?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't have to warm up to it. The only thing that I've done that my dad I really noticed was kind of like, cause I'm a free spirit. I have traveled across the states all by myself. I have just decided, oh, I'm gonna go live here. I'm gonna go live here. My dad knows that I'm adventurous. I'm a free spirit since young. But the one thing that I noticed made him a little nervous, and he had to tell me, hey, I don't think I really like this for you, is when I finally got my motorcycle, my first motorcycle. He wasn't with that. He didn't really like that. That made him a little timid. But as far as anything else I choose to do, I guess I haven't done anything too crazy for him to, you know, be ashamed or have to warm up to. He's pretty open-minded.
You still have a motorcycle today?
No. Before I became a mom, I sold my motorcycle, and I just haven't got another one yet. But I think I will. I toyed with the idea last summer, and now that, you know, the season is approaching again where it's kind of like bike weather, I don't know, you might see a little bike or something in my driveway, in my garage soon. We'll see.
Now, it's one thing for a parent to be supportive of what their child does, in this case acting. Mm-hmm. It's another to like what they actually do. Does he like the acting stuff? Does he like the videos?
My dad doesn't follow me on social media. My dad doesn't have a social media, so
he hasn't seen any of it.
No. He doesn't have social media. I don't think he would be shocked. I don't think that, because some of the stuff that I put on there is a little bit racy, I don't think he would even want to watch it. But you know, but I don't think he would be shocked or he would feel ashamed. My mom is more the one that's kind of like, did you really, did you do this? And why would you do this? But my dad's pretty chill. And most people, it's the opposite. Like, the dad is real strict and hard on the girl. And, you know, the mom is more like, oh, just, you know, take it easy on her. But it's reverse in my family. My mom is real strict and, why would you do this? Don't do that. Don't do this. And my dad is just, he's pretty easygoing.
Best advice your father ever gave you?
I'm going to share with you the two things that just came to my mind. One, it was something spiritual, like because of my religious upbringing and my cultural, you know, differences and American, Egyptian, things like that. Something that he said to me that was of spiritual nature. I won't share with you guys because I'm not really sure where you're gonna come from and what place, but so it was something spiritual. The other thing he told me was, okay, baby, the first time you get married, you go ahead and marry for love. The second time you get married, you marry for money. And the third time, if you have to get married again, you better marry for a trust fund, you know, like you better marry for something really, really having you set. So that's what my dad told me.